After dropping points against Lecce at the weekend, Juventus are looking for an immediate return to winning ways at the Mapei Stadium against the Sassuolo side, who have drawn their last two matches. Fabio Grosso looks to lead the Neroverdi to a third consecutive win on home soil against Juventus, with Luciano Spalletti coming back to the ground where his tenure in charge of the Italian national side ended so brutally in the summer. His mind will be fully focused on the Bianconeri, and this is a match Juventus can ill afford to lose if they wish to keep their title aspirations alive. This time the ball gets rolling in the proper way, and Kenan Yildiz puts it straight out of play. A little bit disjointed, straight off the back of that starting whistle by the Bianconeri. Sassuolo looking to make it 3 wins in a row at the Mapei against Juventus. Juventus needing to bounce back after dropping points to Lecce. Once again, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Joining me for commentary, Manuel Pascali. Manuel, a little bit of an unorthodox start to the game.
Yeah, and now Sassuolo straight on the front foot.
Lorienté to Doig, and a first corner of the match inside 40 seconds of play. Lorienté swings this one in. Kalulu's header. Bouncing around though, and Valukiewicz looked to react first. Over the bar it goes.
Yes, Sassuolo are a team that are quite dangerous on set plays, especially in corner. Muharemovic, I think, has scored a couple this season.
Here's Di Gregorio. Kalulu drops to Matic. Torsvet didn't quite catch it properly.
Brilliant first touch by Torsvet, found by Matic, I think, immediately.
Cambiaso's ball didn't reach Yildiz, but Valukiewicz played into trouble. Now it is Yildiz. Cambiaso, and into the side netting. But first real chance of the game for Juventus.
Yeah, you can't afford to give away these kind of chances. Here, sloppy by Valukiewicz. And from there, Yildiz doesn't waste a second. Try to surprise Muric on the front post. A decent save from a tight angle.
Iannoni, Valukiewicz. Kefren Turam did well to track because it was good play, but soft defending. Iannoni, Lorienté. Iannoni again. Decent move by Sassuolo. Kalulu tries to play in Kefren Turam. That's interesting there. Numbers forwards here for Juventus. Turam goes, and Muric can hang on to it.
Turam from a tight angle in between 3 Sassuolo defenders went for the solo solution, but didn't worry Muric.
David in the first 15 minutes has looked lively. He's looked tidy on the ball as well. Cup miners. Turam's made the move in the middle. It goes to Yildiz down the left. Turam. Miretti. Also having a good start to the game, Fabio Miretti. Spent last season with Genoa. Yildiz looks to bend it. It's a long way off target in the end, but he's always dangerous, this young man. It says. It says a player who's flourished at Sassuolo. Captain of Venezia in the Arancio-Nero-Verdi's ill-fated season. David, Kalulu. Juventus driving again. Kalulu's ball takes a deflection and it goes past a helpless Muric and in. Looked to me like Tarek Muharemovic got the final touch on that. Completely wrong-footed the goalkeeper, and credit to Pierre Kalulu for getting forwards. It's Juventus who lead after 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's all starting from a bad layoff from Tusvet. Juventus won the ball back and immediately with pace they found the opposite side where Kalulu is trying to probably play the ball in for Miretti, but then the number 80, former Juventus next-gen player, find an incredible own goal.
Very unlucky there. Muharemovic, who's been one of Sassuolo's best players by some margin this season. David, McKennie. One back by Kefren Turam. Now McKennie, good dart from him. Yildiz arrives, straight at the goalkeeper. Yildiz. Miretti. Cambiaso. Yildiz. That's given away by Valukiewicz. Grosso getting agitated down the sideline. Miretti. Turam.
They're not enough aggressive, you see.
Miretti controls, finds Yildiz. David, Yildiz! Muric has to react quickly to it. More good work by Juventus's front three. Pinamonti. It's dropped to Turam though. Yildiz. Yildiz still, and all the way, no. Good save again by Muric. Caught that really well, Yildiz.
That's a good save. But this man, when he's got the ball, he started to drive at you with the pace. Look, two players are not enough.
Pinamonti. One of the rare touches he's had, and immediately dispossessed as Locatelli looks for options. McKennie is the one chosen by the Italian midfielder, but that will be that in the first half. A first half completely dominated by Juventus, but perhaps there'll be a little touch of regret that Luciano Spalletti's players couldn't add to Muharemovic's own goal, which came after Pierre Kalulu's cross was headed into his own net by the Sassuolo defender. Kenan Yildiz with a number of chances for the Bianconeri to add to that own goal, but at the break, it's Sassuolo 0, Juventus 1. Juventus in command here at the Mappe. Juventus have been in this position before, leading at the break, but then being pegged back. They had a host of opportunities to add to Muharemovic's own goal. Opportunities not taken. Can Sassuolo spring back into life or spring into life? It was a pretty undertone first half from the Nero Verdi. Matic, Janoni, Valukiewicz. Alia Fadera on in the first half in place of Christian Torsvet. who came off injured after a collision with Cup Miners.
And we see if now, with the Fadera on the park, Sassuolo can produce something more with Giannoni back in his natural position of one of the three midfielders.
Thuram. David. Again, he makes the run there, David. Kalulu not risking the pass into him. Cup Miners. David. Thuram. Lovely football. And saved by Muric. Thuram went for goal, but there were three Juventus players waiting for the pullback.
Correct. We can see from here, David again is doing the right thing.
That's such a good flick by Yildiz. Cambiaso. Referee happy to play on, but David again working hard, and he's going to win back the ball here. Yildiz, long way out. Yildiz to David, to Miretti. Another big chance goes flying by for Juventus.
You know, Simon, you know that as a striker you're going to be judged about goals and assists.
McKennie drops to David. Good ball again to Miretti. Miretti through on goal, and Miretti has Juventus second. Fabio Miretti with his first since returning to Juventus. Put on a platter for him by Jonathan David. And Juventus' celebration says it all about the unity in the team as they rush to congratulate Jonathan David as well as Fabio Miretti.
Yeah, we said it. He was one of the best player on the park for Juventus. And this is a wonderful pass. Valukiewicz probably is too far away from the two center backs, so he doesn't recover Miretti run. And from there, he doesn't miss. And probably this means 3 points for the Bianconeri. But again, all credit to David. He's having a fantastic performance.
Fabio Miretti taking that one with a lot of confidence. And we've been waiting for a Sassuolo reaction that's not come in this second half. And this might be pounced upon by David. Big chance for Jonathan David. And he has scored. And this rewards what has been a fantastic performance from the Canadian. And what a show of character it's been after missing that penalty against Lecce. He comes back, and he has certainly worked hard for that goal and is rewarded with a goal.
Yeah, but look how all the team is celebrating. Even Spalletti is there, and this means a lot for a player. Spalletti, Pinsoglio, everyone is there celebrating with their striker. They know how hard has been this part of the season for him, but here he does score a good goal, keep his composure, and then from there finds the net. That's what Juventus fans and club were waiting for.
And it just also highlights his work rate, Manuel. We've spoken a lot about his work rate. How many times has he won the ball? Doesn't give up the chase, carries on. And there are those finishing instincts that at times have been lacking for Jonathan David this season. And he might be in again. Those are the kind of chances that he needs to polish up on a little bit.
He's a lad that everyone loves at the club.
It's dropped to him again here. David. It's picked out Yildiz. Yildiz! Again, it's straight to Muric. Yildiz showing his frustration. Doig. This kind of game where Sassuolo need to be careful, or they could concede 5 or 6. David certainly should have added a second moments ago. Iannoni, Fadera out wide. Lorienté. Iannoni, across it goes, and Di Gregorio able to hang on to it. Fadera.
Yeah, Muric is a kind of old school sweeper. I like it.
Lipani.
You were appealing for a elbow from Lipani, but he was protecting the ball.
Or rather, this is going to be Sassuolo's heaviest defeat of the season. Pierini. Good strike and well saved by Di Gregorio. We've had to wait until the 84th minute for Sassuolo's first shot on target, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Decent try by Pierini.
Again, Di Gregorio. Equal to that. Decent stop. It's had nothing to do in the first 80 minutes. Now 2 big saves in a row. Miretti. Bremer. Cup Miners. Ciao Mario. Franks. Good ball by Doig. Fadera stayed in play. Pinamonti reaches it. And it goes behind for a corner.
Near the Pierini try. Over Locatelli. Di Gregorio is there. Yeah, it was too far away from there. You need something special. Here, the second save of Juventus game of Di Gregorio.
Juventus a win at the Mapei for the first time since 2022, giving Luciano Spalletti a much happier ending on this ground than when he was last here. Jonathan David with his best performance probably in a Bianconeri jersey, a goal and an assist for the Canadian after Pierre Kalulu's first half cross was headed into his own goal by Muharemovic. Juventus stay within touching distance of the front pack. It's a sobering night for Sassuolo, who never really competed. Final score at the Mapei, Sassuolo 0, Juventus 3.